Jesus freak here. Everyone's got, I'm sure, those days when all motivation just goes out the window. And all you really want to do is sleep. And you just feel dead. I probably deal with this more than most people. Someone like me who frequently has very little to do but just sit around. I've mentioned, I have chat rooms that basically keep me some semblance of stable. I'll be honest, it's no substitute for the real thing. Gotta admit, I'm physically feeling better than I have in a long time. I mentioned that toothpaste that I started using, and it's definitely helped. I've gone from where I could barely eat stuff, where I could barely eat solid food because it trigger nerve. It feel like like about comparable to hitting your funny bone every time I try to take a bite in two particular spots. That's mostly gone. I'm probably going to keep up with the regime because it's better to be safe than sorry in this case. Especially when I'm still actively destroying my teeth, as you can see. Ugh. So, I think it was yesterday when I did the Mariolatry video. Well, a few hours after that, I went and decided to take a look at the automatic captions that YouTube generated. I guess I can't be surprised that it had trouble with the word docetism. I was actually impressed, though, that it got some other words right that I didn't think it'd get. I referred to Mary as the Theotokos. I didn't think YouTube would get that word right, but it did. Honestly, I use a lot of obscure language. It wouldn't surprise me if YouTube completely mangled one of my videos. I'm surprised it only screwed up little bits. Which I could explain some of the language I use. I know it's, a bit exotic. And I guess that's just me coming from a more educated circle, even though I myself am completely self-taught. I guess, part of it comes from being a PK. A few days ago, I'd be eating my typical Carolina Reaper flavored almonds, which I've been buying because they've been on sale. Well, a few days ago, if I tried to eat them, it'd be like, "Dah! Dah! Dah!" like every time I try to munch on something. But it's fine now, surprisingly. Now, I didn't think, some cheap tube of Colgate could do anything like that quickly. I'm honestly impressed. And yeah, any pain I had from eating the Carolina Reaper almonds, that wasn't from the Carolina Reapers. Those, to me, they're hot. Well, I never had them straight up. But I'm like, I can. Well, I can't find the Carolina Reaper cheese puffs anymore that I had for a while. I really dug those. But that's how I train myself. I eat a bag of those. The first time it was like I could barely eat it. The second time it was a little difficult. By the third time, that didn't faze me anymore. But I had to take it slowly. As with any time trying to, acclimate myself to something that hot. I didn't go right to the habaneros right away first time I ever tried to eat anything spicy. When I was a kid, regular breakfast sauce was just too spicy for me. When I was like 5 years old. I think I was about 10 years old I first tried Tabasco. I'd be in the bathroom, be going. By the time I was 15, it was like it doesn't faze me no more. I think I was 19 when I first found habanero salsa nachos. And I think it was a peach festival in Lewiston, New York. It was the 1 year that they were on the Art Park Hill instead of in the park. In Academy Park like they usually are. I think it was 99. It might have been 2000. And that was like shooting steam out of my ears. Nowadays, this stuff is mild to my tongue. You got to get used to it over time. But some people might say, with all that hot food, you must have a numb tongue now. Nah, I actually have a really sensitive tongue. And I can eat really, really spicy food for the taste. It doesn't really faze me that much. I just have to make sure I don't overdo it. I ain't gonna pay when I'm eating it, I'll pay later. It hurts when it hits my stomach, and it keeps hurting thereafter. Man, with a lot of stuff already back to normal, I could breathe a sigh of relief. Right before they started saying, oh, you didn't have to wear the masks if you'd had the shot, I was starting to get headaches from the damn masks. So I'm glad that most places are letting me go without them now. Anyway, it's probably enough rambling. Jesus, freak out.